back to She Speaks. It's your girl Amber. So I know last week we talked a lot about comfortability, and just being uncomfortable, because that promotes change and everything. Today I want to talk about accepting who I am and accepting where I am. On this journey, it's been quite interesting. And I say that because like just experiencing myself change in real time is like it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And just start seeing the fact that I'm seeing things from a different perspective and seeing things more clearly has put me in a position that I really can't see myself turning away from. You know what I'm saying? And I still have a lot of challenges. And I always say this in all my videos, that I still struggle with a lot. And lately I've been coming across, people from my past that it was like unresolved issues, and I've had my share of like traumatic experiences and unfortunate events, and like I started identifying myself with those situations. And I feel like as we grow into ourselves, we can't take on a lot of identity. I know I talked about it in one of my early on videos about fragments. A lot of us, when we deal with certain situations or people, we take those fragmented pieces in it when we try to make it become who we are, and that's not true. And for me, I've come to the point of like accepting a lot of things from my past. I'm accepting who I am, and I'm accepting all the bad that come with me, and even all the good, but I'm accepting a lot because that's a part of my journey, that's a part of my truth, And one of the things that is like very significant to me is, my mom, I love my mom with all my heart. And I know my mom always told all the time that like, there's a lot of healing that I even want her to do. But there's something that she always would bring to my attention is that like, she would always say like, I wish that I never met your dad. I wish I never married your dad. I wish I never had kids with your dad. And I understand that's her truth and how she feels. But as her daughter, right? As her daughter, and hearing that, it puts me in a place of like, dang, like, it makes me feel like, am I not worthy of being here? Is it because my dad is sick that is she not happy to have us? Is she, are we like a regret to her? And I would ask myself those questions. For like a long time, it's been something that has come into my life a lot when it comes to the situation. And I told her recently, I'm like, Ma, like, you can't help who you had a child with. You can't help that daddy was sick. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I am most certainly happy that you had kids with my father, because then I wouldn't be here. And I believe my purpose on earth is very important. You know what I'm saying? So had it been for you meeting my dad, although he was sick, the product of you being with my dad, you birthed these two beautiful young ladies. And I feel like for me, like, I'm happy to be here. I accept that he's sick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not embarrassed the fact that he's sick. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of who I am. My dad is a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smart, young, intelligent lady, and every single day I'm just like, yo, like I always just say like I got purpose here. I don't know. I never used to know what it is, but now that I know, it's that much fulfilling for me. And it's like now that I'm walking into this person, like I'm literally like walking change. And to be here, it's very, very it's a very enlightening experience. And for me, I'm just so grateful. So when I say I accept who I am, I'm accepting everything in my life. I'm not ailed by anything from my past. I mean, I've accepted everything, and I've let everything go, and I've cultivated those experiences to my knowledge, into my wisdom, into my truth, into who I am. Because had none of those things happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. You know what I'm saying? And accepting where I am is that it's like, although I'm still a work in progress, I'm literally, it's like I can add and remove as much as I can. So when you're a work in progress, you just keep going, and you try to figure out things as you go. And it's like, if you see that something's not working out, you can always remove and just keep on editing as much as possible. Like every single day, the mind can change. Today, you can say, you know what, like this is who I am. And then tomorrow you can say, you know what, if I add this to my repertoire or add this to myself, it makes me that much more ahead, or that in a much better place. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, as of lately, like just dealing with the situations that I'm dealing with, I'm learning like letting certain situations, when it comes to letting go, like I've had a lot of trouble, and now I've literally come to the conclusion. It's like, okay, certain, you know, like I made a post the other day. I was saying, I said, I feel like people come into your life for a reason. So take a moment and evaluate what that person has come into your life for. Not everything needs to be sexual. So many people come equipped with tools that you may need. Don't ruin it feeding your flesh when you could be feeding your mind and building knowledge and self-control. So one of the things that I've done lately is like I couldn't figure out why, like I'm like, something felt like it was missing. And I can be honest, like when it comes to me, like when I start getting to that place where I feel lonely, or I feel like I need that kind of attention, I always like veer towards, you know, something sexual or something that would give me like not so healthy attention. And lately I'm like, okay, what is it that I'm missing? Or what does it feel like that I'm missing? Like, you know, I was trying to figure that out. And I was like, okay, I love myself. I'm in a better place. I'm happier. So what is it that's missing? And I feel like for me, I've like throughout my life, I missed out on having like positive male role models. And I realized that, like, you know, I always used to, you know, be attracted to a lot of broken people. So I feel like, you know, as of late, I'm just like, you know what, I would love to meet people, but I just rather them be conversations and something substantial. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about the sexual relationship. I care about the person and who they are. I don't care how they look. They don't have to be super attractive. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people that I can talk to and grow from, and just learn a different perspective. Like I want substantial people in my life, so that, like, you know, if I go to them, I can talk to them and we can exchange our thoughts and, you know, pick at each other's brains, and it can help me grow as a person. And I feel like having those positive role models, like for me, I want positive male role models. You know what I'm saying? Good fathers, you know, just good people, you know, adding to me in a way that's like, you know what, like it's starting to, it's opening my mind up to know that, like, you know what, like I don't care if you have a cute face. I don't care I think you're the finest thing in the world. Like, what's in your mind? What's in your mental? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you a person with substance? Are you someone who can add to me friendship without having it be that sexual relationship? That's where I'm at in my life. And for me, that's major, because it's like, you know, like I said, I don't want to keep giving myself away to people who aren't, you know, deserving of that. If it's meaningless. I'm tired of meaningless exchanges, you know? So I don't know. I'm really happy, and I'm really trying my best. And as of lately, the only thing that I really can think of is the fact that, like, I'm happy that I'm accepting who Amber is. I'm accepting the bad that comes with me, you know. And I wouldn't necessarily call it bad, but I'm just accepting my flaws. You know, yes, that's exactly right. I'm accepting my flaws. I'm accepting that, okay, I do look at things in a more fleshly manner than I do if I'm moving by, you know, moving by God, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's just different for me, because it's like, yo, like just seeing it for myself, I'm like, wow, Amber, like you really are changing, and I'm very happy for you. I'm happy that you're getting to experience this. And I know I was saying earlier, like things, like even people that I can't let go, I'm like, okay, this might have been a situation before, but it's okay. What's the purpose why God keep placing you in my life? Like, what is the purpose for this? And I'm just trying to say, like, you know, maybe this didn't work out, but maybe a friendship is what's needed. Maybe there's something that you have that I need, or there's something that I can learn from you, or that you can learn from me. I feel like God strategically placed people in your life for a reason, and it's until we take a moment to try to understand what that is. And I realized for me, like even lately, like I before I make a decision, I'm like talking to God. I'm asking God, like, hey, what should I do? Like, please show me. And then it comes, and I'm like, okay, cool, this is what I'm moving in, you know? And yeah, that's just where I'm at today. And you know, I know I with these channels, I'm really trying to, like, I'm literally, things that come to me, I want to speak about. And I know I'm talking about, you know, breaking toxic relationships and behaviors. And to be honest, like I said, you can always have a toxic relationship with yourself. And I've always felt like I was my biggest enemy. You know, I felt like when it came to a lot of things that happened in my life, I was, I just felt like I was the cause for a lot of it. Because it's like, I was always that person that knew better but just didn't want to do better. I was very comfortable and stuff. So, when I say I'm my biggest enemy, it's like when you're your biggest enemy, you're your biggest critic, you're your biggest, irritator, whatever the case may be. And it's like, when you start accepting certain things, you start seeing things from a different perspective, and your willingness to change is at your forefront, there's everlasting love there, because you get to see yourself in that different perspective. You get to see yourself change, and you get to see yourself as not the enemy anymore, but a person that is an idol to you. Like, whoever wants to be someone's enemy? And I got tired of hurting myself, bashing myself, and just not giving myself that grace that I needed. But I'm just happy that at this time in my life right now, like, I'm just really happy where I'm at. And like, I'm still struggling, y'all, but I'm getting closer and closer. So it just feels really good. And I really don't know where I'm going to end up, or what's in store for me, but every time that I hear, someone watch my video and they say, hey, Amber, like, keep doing this, like, keep putting yourself out there like that, because I promise you it's going to come back. It's going to be a good turnout for you. And when I hear that, it makes me so happy, because it's just like, I'm really, really scared. Like, I'm really, really scared to see what's on the other side. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm at a pinnacle in my life, and I'm up here, and it's like, it just feels so good, because I'm just like, I never would have really seen myself be here. I didn't realize why I had to go through so much, or why I had to learn so much so early. And just like, I'm about to be 28. I'm about to be 28 in a few days, and it's like, where I'm at right now to where I was a year or 2 years ago is significant. And all I can say is that I know God is on my side. I know what I'm doing is for a reason, and it's all gonna make sense. But I just hope that I'm reaching those people. I'm reaching you guys. I'm reaching my audience, and they are learning something from me. That's all I ever want. All I want is for people to be happy. I want people to see that they are worth it. I want people to see that they matter. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's most important. And when you start seeing those attributes of yourself, when you start looking at yourself in that light, like, you know what, I'm worth it. I am loved. I matter. It makes it that much easier for you to want to just get better for yourself when you haven't been getting better from yourself, when you've been selling yourself short. That's literally all I want. I just want happy brothers and sisters who just knows self-love, self-worth, and for everlasting joy, everlasting joy. And I can tell you one thing that was missing throughout it all was God. I walked away from God. I wasn't there like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I would pray and everything like that, but most importantly, like, just being back in the house of the Lord, hearing that word, being fed that word, being, doing that praise and worship, praying, and just being intentional about wanting to change and wanting better for myself has made a huge difference. And that's everlasting joy. Like, God, like, just loving God and putting my intentional effort into God and learning Him and loving Him, and knowing that I am God and I am love, like, that's grand. So I just hope that y'all just keep working with me, keep being patient with me, keep trying, and just keep being the best that you can be. And I promise you, at the end, it's going to all be worth it. So I appreciate y'all watching tonight. I love y'all so much. And I will catch y'all next time. Peace.